nations entered, 4 of them born in Kenya. In fact, Kenyans have won the gold medal in this event in every Olympics since 1984, and favored again here in Athens, especially Paul Kipsili Koech of Kenya, their best chance, it would appear, for a gold medal. And Marty, why are the Kenyans so good at this event?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. One is when they're very young, 6 and 7 years old, they start to run cross-country races on the dirt and jumping over logs. But in Kenya, there's only one synthetic track like they're running on right now. That's in Nairobi. So for most of their career, they're running on a dirt track with uneven footing, and that helps you develop balance and some of the smaller muscles in your feet. And I just think they have a tradition now. I think they have some little secret workouts that they've passed down from generation to generation, and they take it much more seriously than some of the other countries where everyone wants to be a miler or a 5,000-meter runner.
Well, the early leader was Mustafa Muhammad of Sweden. He was born in Ethiopia, but now the Kenyans come up to go 1, 2, 3, and these are familiar team tactics that we see the Kenyans employ.
In fact, the leader, Paul Koech, said, "We will run as a team until the last 600 meters, then it's every man for himself."
Over the water jump, 7.5 laps in the steeplechase, and there is an American in this final, Daniel Lincoln.
He's in 5th place now with the white top. Good shot of him there. I talked to him earlier today. He said he was fairly relaxed about it, that he had been more nervous before the Olympic trials because he was expected to win there. And of course, with this race, there's not much expectations other than the fact that the Kenyans will dominate at the front of the pack.
He's about 7th now as they continue. Kipruto of Kenya's in front, and then Koech, and then Kemboi, 1, 2, 3.
Dan Lincoln won 3 national collegiate championships in the steeplechase, a marvelous feat, and really if everyone in this race were to run their personal best, he'd probably get about 12th place. But the way people have been running this year, other than the 3 Kenyans, he could be right in there.
Also joining the leaders now, Musa Obai Amari, representing Qatar, but he was born in Kenya, so he's well aware of that tradition. He's running 4th at the moment.
Well, there's been a little bit of controversy because many Kenyans, when they are coming up in the sport and they're young, they realize how tough it is to make the team for the Kenyans in the steeplechase, and some of them have moved to other countries to be developed there.
Ezekiel Kemboi of Kenya is the leader at the moment. Kemboi is out there with Koech and Kipruto, the 3 Kenyans, 1, 2, 3, and then Amari of Qatar. So they continue on their way in the 3,000-meter steeplechase final. And we'll be back to Olympic Stadium for the final in this event. We'll determine the gold medalists when we come back to Olympic Stadium. Welcome back to Olympic Stadium, where the men's 3,000-meter steeplechase is underway, and Kenyans are running 1, 2, 3. Koech is the leader at the moment, but Koech with Kipruto and Kemboi, the 3 Kenyans, have been playing tag, taking the lead from time to time and then surrendering to their teammates. Amari of Qatar, who was born in Kenya, is 4th as they come to the water jump.
Well, Koech has had a controversial year of sorts. He has the fastest time in the world, but in the Kenyan Olympic trials, he was only 11th, and there was a lot of debate whether he should be put on the team.
Kenyans continue 1, 2, 3, and they have 3 laps remaining.
And they really have not broken away from the field in any big way. Shot of Dan Lincoln right now. But a big move is being made. The 2 other Kenyans, though, coming right back.
Paul Koech continues to show the way for the Kenyans.
Yeah, Koech, they were running 64 seconds for the last 3 laps, and then he just dropped it down to 62 seconds. They're about 2 seconds slower than the Olympic record.
Koech and Kemboi 1, 2, and then Amari of Qatar now takes over 3rd for the water jump.
Of course, one of the things about the steeplechase that makes it harder than the other distance runs is you can't just gut it out. You can't run hard till you lose form and try and gut it out to the finish line, because you've got a hurdle some 50 yards from the finish that doesn't fall over when you hit it. So you've got to come into that final straight with something in reserve to get over the final hurdle.
Koech and Kemboy, Kenya still 1-2. Amari of Gutter is third. And Kemboy, another Kenyan, is fourth.
And then back there in fifth, it's Azim, Ali Azim in the green top. And in fact, in Sydney, he came over the last hurdle with one of the Kenyans. They kind of bumped each other, and he ended up getting third by 0.08 of a second.
He was just passed was Azim by Luis Miguel Martin of Spain in the red. Daniel Lincoln eighth at the moment.
Martin of Spain really made a good move there. Closed the gap a little bit with the Kenyans. And Lincoln over the water jump. So we have gotten to the point where the Kenyans have said this is it now, every man for himself.
And Koech is in front. His teammate, Kemboy, right on his heels in the final lap. Koech, Kemboy, Amari, 1, 2, 3. And they continue that way to the backstretch. Koech and Kemboy over that hurdle. Amari stays right with them.
A lot of people together to go over the final water jump. We'll see if one of them decides to just hurdle the water jump, not step on it, and try and get out of the water just a little faster. Now they're looking around to see if they're alone.
Kemboy has moved by to take the lead. It is Ezekiel Kemboy in front. Now Koech comes right up with him, and Kenyans are 1, 2, 3, just as expected. Will the Kenyans win another gold? They're looking good right now through the home straightaway with Ezekiel Kemboy over the final hurdle. It is Kemboy. Kipruto is second. And then Koech, Kenyans 1, 2, 3, and a Kenyan born running for Ghana.